You know what I'm saying? You threatened my life. Yeah, but we gonna have to have a conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna get canceled. Even though I know everybody watching this agrees. Everybody watching this agrees with what I'm saying, but I'm gonna be the one. Hey, look. I'll get on that cross for all of us because it is the truth. It is the truth.
Come on.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of The Great Deliberators. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Imperator Rose.
It's your boy DK.
One time for our boy L Beam. So you ain't make your name ring?
No, I was trying to find it.
Yeah, we got to have it together whenever we hop on here. You know what I'm saying? we need to have it together.
I kind of just am getting my day started.
Yeah.
I went to my homeboy Dion. He's my old roommate from college. He had a kind of like a semi-surprise birthday party yesterday at the lounge. So I drove up to Dallas yesterday.
Damn.
Left here at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Got there.
Yeah, like 9:30.
Spent about 2.5, 3 hours.
And then drove back?
And then drove right back. So for work this morning, I had to be at work at 8 a.m. this morning.
All right.
So I got back into Houston at like 4:45.
Shout out to you, gang, because ain't no way.
Slept for 2 hours.
I would have had to miss it.
Slept for 2 hours, went to work, did everything.
I'm only doing that for like a birth or like a wedding.
But when I got home, I went to sleep, man.
Bro, I'm sure you did. Like, you only had a couple hours worth of sleep to do.
Yeah. And I went to sleep at my mama's house at 4:45 because my sister went with me.
Yeah.
So she went with me, and I mean, I did 90% of the driving. She drove maybe 30 minutes coming into Houston because I was just exhausted at that point.
Okay.
And I fell asleep on the couch with my niece's small little blanket covering just my legs. Like, woke up. Yeah. Thank God. And then came home, showered, and went to work.
Went to work? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you better than me, dog, because I ain't, listen, I love my niggas, okay? I love all y'all. But I'm definitely, not for your birthday, driving to Dallas. Spending a couple hours there, then driving back, only getting a couple hours of sleep, and then got to be at work in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I'll say though, man, it was worth it.
It was worth it? Okay, listen, as long as it's worth it to you.
I don't socialize too much, so I feel like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying, to show support. I really probably could have caught a flight, but I'm really trying to be this, like, I'm trying to be very careful of how much money I'm spending.
Yeah, but also the time saved in that route, I don't know how beneficial it would have been.
To save like $200.
And then on top of that, driving back, you like, it's a 99% chance you're good. It's only like a 1% possibility of something going wrong.
Yeah.
You got about a 25% chance of something going wrong on a flight, like when you're dealing with airlines. So
missing a flight,
missing it getting delayed, you know what I'm saying, whatever reasons. I guess the only good thing is like you could have slept in the airport, then you could have slept on an airplane, then you know you could have caught up with some sleep.
I had to be at work by 8, so it was kind of like if I would have got a flight, there's nothing that I'd have been able to get last night.
And the flight to that was only like 45 minutes, right? Like 30 minutes or some shit like that. So don't know how much you would have slept on a plane anyway.
It worked out.
But yeah. So I'm saying driving to me though is definitely the more appropriate way of getting there. Because
I will say this though, the Tesla does drive itself pretty much. Like 85% of it drives itself. You just kind of have to just be awake. You know what I'm saying? But you put that thing in autopilot and it just won't go over 85 miles per hour. It will slow down when there's a car. It will alert you on a red light. And
but see, I don't trust it. That's the reason why I don't trust that shit. Because you could fall asleep and then, hey.
You're right. And I have fallen asleep on a road trip before while driving and it shut off on me.
Damn. It kills it now?
No, it doesn't kill it. It will like setting off like kind of like an internal alarm.
Yeah.
Like
it'll wake you up.
Get you attention.
Yeah.
And then it will not let you use it anymore. Like
it
won't let you use autopilot anymore.
Damn, it'll kill it for you?
Yeah. And it was already slowing me down. Like so I was already at like 50 miles per hour. So what it does is it'll go from like 85 on autopilot. And when it realizes that you're not on it, it'll go 85, 80, 75, 70, 65 until it gets to zero.
Damn. Okay. Well, all right. I guess that's a safe feature to have. But yeah, man, I remember when they were showing them videos of people being just out cold, like driving down the freeway. Like, nah, man, y'all wilding. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to kick back, relax. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, that's cool.
I do think we're about 5 to 10 years away from being able to do that, though.
Nah.
I think we're getting real close to that technology.
Man, listen, I'm cool.
You put in the coordinates, hit boom, and it will literally,
you know what?
Kind of hands off, and it will do everything.
No cap. I mean this honestly. I'm cool with that on like a trip to like Dallas. In the city though, nah.
No, I wouldn't do it in the city.
Nah. I'm saying, like, I just can't. Point. These people be out here driving crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Dallas drivers, bro, they're reckless. They're reckless, man.
I can't believe somebody from Houston would say that.
They're reckless, bro.
Bro, what?
Dallas drivers are reckless.
No, Houston drivers are reckless.
I'm not saying that we're not, but
what?
It's kind of, bro, when I left maybe about 12:30. Yeah. You had multiple people going over 110.
Oh, yeah.
Freeway.
People do be
and I'll be honest,
flying,
we don't do that here. At least I don't see it that much. I'm not gonna say we don't do it. Like, I'm not gonna absolve us of that.
Late at night,
I don't see people doing 100, 110 on the beltway out here, on the freeways out here.
I don't know, man, because I be doing 70, 80, and they be cats flying by me, dog. Like, coming up and then going around me. Because the way I look at it, I know the left lane is for passing only, but if I'm doing 85, like, I'm not switching lanes, bro. Like, I'm here. Like, you just gonna have to go around. 90, I'm not switching lanes. I'm not switching lanes, big dog. So if I'm doing 80 miles an hour, bro, like, I'm not
the only
getting
time
out
I
of the lane.
In that situation, if I'm doing like an interstate, you know what I'm saying, trip.
Yeah.
There's only 2 lanes.
Yeah, that's me getting out the lane, right? But see, I pass the person, I'm back in the right lane anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do that. I don't stay in the left lane ever. So unless, like, I know I'm about to pass up multiple cars, but in the city on I-10, 45, all this, you know, bro, if I'm doing 80, you have to go by me, bro. Like, I'm not switching lanes, bro. So with all of that being said, I done seen way too much reckless driving in the city of Houston to ever say people in another city are reckless, bro. Because I done seen, swear to God, I done seen a light turn red, a person stop. The person behind them, they're in the left turn lane, right? Literally cuts around them and cuts off traffic to keep going, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dog, come on, man. It don't get more reckless than that. Now, don't get me wrong, man. Some of these people do be driving slow as shit, and it's annoying, but you gotta have more patience in life than that, dog, because you got to cause a wreck.
And the reality is, wherever you get into, you probably just saved yourself anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes.
Dog.
2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. So my thing is always, whenever I be seeing people drive like a bat out of hell or crazy, I be thinking they gotta take a shit real bad. Cause maybe it's crowning, bro. And they just gotta get
if it's that bad for me, I'm finding the closest.
Like, I'm saying, dog. You know, but you never know what people are going through, man. They might be flying to a loved one that, you know, they're about to lose. So, you know, sometimes life hits you that way.
Look at you just trying to find, like,
hey, I can find the gray area in anything. You know what I'm saying?
The good in everybody.
Yeah, that's what life is about. All right. With all of that being said, man, hope everyone had a good week. And this week we got quite a few topics. You know what I'm saying? Our first one up is sports related. It is very but I think everyone can get behind it because LeBron James is a very well-known figure. I mean, he's not like somebody that, like, you hear his name and don't know who he is. He can't go to any corner of the world and not be known or not be recognized. So we'll listen to this take real quick, man, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss it.
LeBron James is directly responsible for ruining the slam dunk contest.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, he is.
Thank you.
We said, yes, he is.
I'm
not finished. I'm not finished. When we're talking about the slam dunk contest from 1985 to 1997, 5 of the 13 slam dunk contests were won by future Hall of Famers Jordan twice, Dominique Wilkins twice, Kobe once. Michael Jordan participated in the contest 3 times. Dominique Wilkins 5 times. 5. Every high jumper, every skywalker, every above the rim talent salivated for the opportunity to compete in the slam dunk contest. It stopped when LeBron James said, "I'm not doing it." And from that point forward, the stars who followed didn't feel compelled to prioritize a slam dunk contest. The tradition that was set by others preceding LeBron James. We watched LeBron James, and then you know what he did, Shannon, to rub it in? He'd do it on the layup lines before games. You went to the games, and you had people with the cameras clicking and going crazy because they saw LeBron James using a layup line pregame as his own slam dunk performance?
Speak on it first.
I mean, this is a pretty black and white area. I mean, he's not wrong, bro. Like it's no other way to look at it. If because I'm not gonna say people looked at it as like, oh, LeBron's not doing it, so I'm not gonna do it. But I feel like superstars aren't compelled to be like non-superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like sure, like Jason Richardson, Vince Carter, to me, greatest dunkers ever, right? Like if you want to put it like on like a pedestal, Vince Carter, like sure, at one point he was like a superstar, but I don't know if he ever reached like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe level. So I'm saying in the realm of superstars, if LeBron is doing it, you're gonna have other superstars who want to do it because now they truly think, oh, I got something I can be LeBron at. Like now,
that's what I was gonna say. So it does set that standard because you have a Westbrook who may come out of here and be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it this year if LeBron does it. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll have somebody. I mean, I don't want to say Kawhi Leonard, but who knows? Like Kawhi Leonard or Paul George may feel like, you know what? Let me get out there and try to just
try to beat LeBron
at something because he obviously the king of the East. Like he's going to the finals every year. So and we doing this for fun. So now we get an extra opportunity to like be competitive.
Yeah.
And the reality is that it helps the NBA, it helps the brand, and it helps LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not only was MJ so dominant on the court as a unit, as a team, but outside the court, he was dominant from like the team aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
From his films that he did, or his film that he did, and then when you talk about doing the dunk contest, that was something that people actually looked forward to because he wasn't going to do the 3-point shot. No. He wasn't going to do any. He wasn't going to do those things. But okay, the dunk contest, this is something we can really live for. Yeah. So LeBron, in my opinion, I don't want to put all the onus on him, but I will say that dog, you kind of have to carry a chunk of it, and a majority of it as far as fault of why the dunk contest is so stale right now. We're bringing in G League players to try to make it interesting. He's
involuntarily responsible for sure.
Yes, and the thing is, and what Stephen A. said that I think kind of just solidified the point. LeBron pre-game he was trolling.
I remember when he would do that too.
The cameras would start recording the pre-game stuff for like 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron pre-game was letting everybody know, oh, I could do the dunk contest if I want to. I just don't want to. And that's where it's just kind of like, dog, like, are you, I don't know. I'm not going to say, are you afraid? I'm not going to put anything.
Nah, I'm going to say that.
But
I think he was.
Like, are you just afraid to maybe lose on,
I think he was.
On that kind of scale? Like,
because the thing is LeBron's transition into LeBron entering the NBA was also the transition into the social media age as well, right?
Yeah.
And so you can't tell me that he didn't want that nobody likes to get ridiculed, right? Had he lost, it'd have been another notch against him.
He was getting a lot of criticism.
Next to Barack Obama.
Even when he was winning, he was getting criticism.
Next to Barack Obama, there's been no other person on social media criticized more than LeBron James, bro. Yeah. Hands down.
So you know what? I'll be honest. Maybe it's us in the media that kind of pushed him to
So you know what? Hey, did we just really answer the question? We might have answered the question low key, dog. Like we kept LeBron James from doing that shit.
Did, man.
Because, bro, I'm telling you, dog. Like
we didn't make it fun for him because he probably like it's a lose-lose situation.
Bro,
if I lose, I'm losing because I'm not winning championship.
Exactly.
And then if I actually do lose, oh look, MJ is so much better than me because he won dunk contest.
Bro, it's something else that they would just knock against him. It was all like, bro, why? You know what I'm saying?
It's actually kind of smart on his part.
Yeah, don't even give him that ammo.
It's actually smart on his part.
Now I think about it, I don't know. I will say though, again, he's definitely involuntarily responsible for killing the dunk contest.
That's why you get paid what you get paid. Yeah. I know that sucks to say, but that's why you get paid. What you get paid. All that criticism, ridicule.
Yeah,
you get the brand money, you get the $1 billion and all that because what comes with it is we gonna talk our stuff. Whether you do good or bad,
that's true. But
you to see how great you are.
There's another level though. Yeah, like I said, like we
getting a lot.
This last decade, I want to say two. No, we'll say from like 2010. 2010 since 2010, we are ushering in a new era of just
it's really social media.
Yeah, really just media in general.
Just think about it. Michael Jordan had social media back in those days. He would have been getting killed just like LeBron.
We don't know what these NBA players and like NFL players and shit was going through back then in the day, right? So like, and there's been heavy rumors as to why like Michael Jordan left for 2 years. So who knows what would have been uncovered? What happened?
Think about when his dad died. All the stuff that was going on surrounding that.
Do y'all understand how terrible people are?
Yes.
People that hated Michael Jordan. You know how bad he would have went through it. No, come on, man. Like, so we ushered in a new area of media, the social media era, and that kind of killed. I want to say it like, unfortunately, I think he just said, "Yo, ain't no point in doing this, bro. There's just more opportunity." His PR team might have told him that. Who knows? His team might have been like, "Bro, ain't no point in you doing a dunk contest."
What's his name? His manager.
Yeah. Rich Paul.
Yeah, Rich Paul.
Rich Paul probably told him, "Yo,
it's a lose-lose."
No, you gain nothing from winning a dunk contest.
Now, if you want to do it just for the sake of doing it, like, well, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
But I really just don't. I don't blame him.
Because when I think about Michael Jordan's career, I don't even think about the fact that like he was in the dunk contest. Like until you mentioned it, or until he mentioned it, right?
His logo is from the dunk contest, though. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but again, like it doesn't resonate on the back of my mind. Only thing that ever resonates about Michael Jordan is the 6 championships. Like that's it. That's the only thing.
But those dunk
8-time
contests,
MVP and shit.
the dunk contests and things like that are kind of like those are just one of those things that just sprinkles of like his greatness.
It sprinkles on the Sunday.
Yeah,
like that's
his
really
greatness. LeBron doesn't have any of those things.
Yeah, so again, I kind of understand it. Unfortunately,
and this is gonna be. I don't want us to stay too much on the sports, but if Steph Curry win another ring, I'm gonna be honest. I think Steph Curry had a better career than LeBron. Not saying that LeBron wasn't more consistent as far as winning, but if Steph Curry wins another ring, the reason why I say that is because Steph Curry changed the game as far as like the 3-point shot. LeBron really didn't change the game in any way. Like
Steph will have an argument, but Steph won't have nearly the amount of accolades that LeBron has, so he'll still be far out. And LeBron,
you got to realize, but Steph physically can't have the accolades that LeBron has. The dude is 6'4". Is he 6'4", 6'2"?
I don't know. He's probably 6'2". 6'4" listed, 6'2" in real life. Okay. Just to end it here, dog. The thing is you can take whatever you want against LeBron. He went to 9 straight NBA finals.
For sure. I have respect for LeBron. I'm not a LeBron hater. I still think MJ is better than LeBron.
Sorry, you can't argue that. But I do think that with another one, he definitely enters the conversation now. I think at that point, because people still got Steph out of the top 10. I think at that point he enters the top 10. Like with 5, I think he enters the top 10.
I think Steph is in the top 5, top 6 right now.
Now Steph got to get more.
I think LeBron is 3.
Now Steph got to get at least maybe another MVP and probably enter the top 10 in scoring to enter the top 5. Like he ain't in the top 5 yet.
But he'll get top 10 in scoring. Before his career's over with, he'll get top 10 in scoring.
One can hope.
I'm not even worried about that. Because he has about a good 5-6 more years.
All right. But
unless he just wants to cut it short, but he can pull a Ray Allen.
But that drop time, that when life hits you, what I'm saying, when everybody decides to give out on you.
That's what I'm saying. He can pull a Ray Allen and still average like 15, 16 points a game.
Maybe.
And just be a shot-up shooter. Just get on a team that has some young dudes that you could just get on the wing or get on and just be a spot-up shooter.
Maybe.
And a defensive liability.
I don't know. Okay. All right. There's that, y'all. This next video.
Sorry for the people who don't like sports.
Yeah, if you don't like sports, I'm saying that might have been a bit much for you.
You got something to talk about.
But
in case there's somebody you want to talk sports with. Like,
take notes and ask somebody who you know. Hey, what about this?
Act like
what I'm saying? Just a spotter.
Act like you know something.
Hey, look at us giving game and shit. Okay. With that being said, man, let's go and let's get into this next video because this is ridiculous. And this is definitely something that needs to be addressed. All right, let's run it.
And just refusing to leave. They're walking in and claiming these homes as their very own. So far, a whopping 1,200 homes have been affected, and some residents now say they're even afraid to go on vacation. Lawrence Jones is in Atlanta right now to highlight this issue. He confronted one of those alleged squatters yesterday.
They're saying that you're squatting here.
No, I'm not squatting. My son got it. He's in jail. He was paying these people every month. The police been out here already.
Yeah,
and we talked to them already.
So we talked to the realtor here that owns the location.
I talked to the people. They told me.
So you paid them every month.
Every month at the PO box.
So what are they talking about?
I don't know. The police told me they're gonna send me a court date.
Where did you meet this person that gave you the
on Craigslist?
On Craigslist.
Yeah, he met him on Craigslist.
Bill.
All right. Can I take the first swing at this one?
You can take the lead.
I'm gonna give this lady grace, and I'm gonna give some of these squatters grace because the reality is, hearing her excuse, though I think it's full of shit, hearing her excuse, I think that there are people who are scamming squatters into some of these abandoned homes or homes that just don't have anybody there, and they realize, hey, there's nobody here and they haven't been here for a while.
Yeah.
But I do think that people are knowingly getting into situations being scammed. Like, I feel like she knows that nobody's asking for no rent to be paid in a P.O. box, and you're finding them maybe that diligently on Craigslist. I'm not saying that people won't use Craigslist. That's not what I'm saying. But you're not going to ask, hey, I need you to put the money or send the money to this P.O. box. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
When in today's age, you can Western Union it, you can do
Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App, Zelle. But I'm just saying, if those electronic ways are inconvenient, there's so many other ways that you can do it that I'm not going to wait to have to pay for a P.O. box and then I need you to mail it to my P.O. box. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? That is not the most efficient way to get your money. And you probably know, I don't know if there's a contract, whether it's a lease, or you just saying that this was just something agreed upon, you know what I'm saying, over some text messages or over some DMs, and that's it. So, but I will say that this is a problem, and it's been going on for years, because this isn't the first that I've heard about this situation.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of squatters before, but to say 1,200, to me, that's where that's a crazy number. Like, squatters, have been doing this for years, but to say 1,200, that as big of a city as Atlanta is, that just seems like an incredibly high number, given that, you know, it's literally people sitting in homes and refusing to leave.
Yes,
that just seems like a enormous number that is hard for me to comprehend, because I look at like a neighborhood like the one I live in, and it's about a good 80 homes.
I ain't gonna lie to you. What you just explained is about a good 2 or 3 neighborhoods worth.
No, even more than that.
Of just
like your mom and your mom and dad's old like type neighborhood, because like neighborhoods like that don't really exist that much anymore.
And that's what I classify as like a neighborhood.
Like that type of neighborhood. It's like 3 or 4 of those worth of squatters. That, and even still, I just think
low-key a zip code, bro.
Low-key
a zip code if you think about it.
It's like, God damn, 1,200 homes. Like,
it's low-key a zip
and that's just what's being reported. Who knows how many it actually is, dog? And that's wild. That's crazy. What I will say is this, because I was going to touch on that as well, rather than just get on the squatters. But I will say that it is so unfortunate, man, that it is that there are people who are not competent enough to understand that a paper trail is always necessary.
100%.
You get what I'm saying, man? And so if let's just imagine that this person is telling the truth. It's heartbreaking, because who knows how much money they done lost to scammers, bro. You get what I'm saying? And you're like, this ain't your ordinary.
To the point where they just now like, you know what? I'm just gonna scam somebody else,
bro,
so I can.
Like this thing is like, this ain't like your ordinary scam, right? This ain't like your Nigerian prince like email or whatever type.
I hate
you hate it. But again, hey, it's a guy that.
No, I wish Vince was here right now and you said something like that.
He would go off.
He will blast.
No, it was a guy that was running that type scam who recently just got caught, man. He was he was like an ambassador for Fendi.
Somebody sold a whole island to China, bro.
Yo, the scammers, hey, let me tell you something. Scamming is a real skill.
Yo.
Scamming is a real skill.
Please make a documentary on the dude that sold an island
that's got to be coming.
China, bro.
It's got to be coming,
like,
dog.
Come on, and China really just needs to low-key participate in the documentary. Don't even be that country that's like, trying to like, bro, and we get it. Because it's real.
Yeah.
Like, can you just let us know, like, how it happened? Like, give us that information.
Bro, we know how it happened, dog. They wasn't paying attention. Nobody did.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, can we get the actual employees who were overseeing this and the people who were sending the trends? I'm not even asking for them to be fired.
Yeah.
I'm not even asking.
Oh, they got fired,
but can we please just get them?
They might as well participate. They lost their job. You
can
might
we
as well
please
get
them on an interview and just like get a translator as they're talking, put it in English subtitles. Like, we just need to hear from the source.
We gotta hear. Listen, man,
you sold an island to a country, dog. You is that guy,
like, bro.
You is that guy.
You are good at what you do. Let me tell you something. That's like the Michael Jordan.
We need to hire this man.
Scamming, bro.
No.
Ain't it somebody else that sold like an airport?
China.
Somebody sold an airport to China too.
It wasn't like you did it to Venezuela or something like that. You sold an island to China, dog.
And somebody sold a section of an airport. China getting got, bro. I guess like scamming is like just now getting to the
China
country.
Getting got, or China just got that much damn money. They just got that much money where it's just like,
well, these countries got all the money in the world. They just print that shit.
Everybody owe China though.
Nah, man, you need to go look that up. China hurting bad, but we'll talk about that another day.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
The point here is getting back to the original point is it's unfortunate, man, because like I said, this scam ain't like, you know, your average run-of-the-mill scam that people been getting got with, and you still wondering how people are still getting got. This is that it seemed legit. Some shit might seem a little fishy or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Let's say they had like some chat GPT'd up contract, you know what I'm saying? And then like had that shit printed out at FedEx.
Then I get it.
You know,
she needs to come and like say, this is the contract.
And like I'm saying, when she the unfortunate part is at that point, they got to find the scammer. It's nothing that that's the point, right? And also they ain't gonna be looking for them. You know, like they're not gonna put the manpower into that because it's lowball.
How much money you gonna spend? Like, what's your return on investment?
Yeah,
you know
that's the problem. That's why, like,
and
when
if you do find them.
Yeah, so that's the reason.
He probably got scammed into doing the scam. Like,
hey, I was just running that money back to homie. So now you in like a fucking rabbit hole.
I was told I went on Craigslist and I was told if I want to be a property manager, I need to
like you.
And then I was getting my payment through a PO box. They told me to open the PO box and I was going to get.
Now you chasing every rabbit hole to find.
To find out it's a dude in Nigeria.
It would just be terrible, dog. So
some 17-year-old in Nigeria in the village on a phone, don't even got a computer, bro.
On like some old Dale still running like Windows 97. Barely got email and shit, man. Yo, hey, but this should be a testament to many people, dog. Is understand that life is about finding what you're good at and really leaning into that shit.
Yes, because some of y'all lazy.
Like
people selling islands to China, dog.
Yo, you know how much work you gotta do?
Some of y'all lazy, dog.
Dog, listen to me. The crazy part about a lot of these scams is the amount of work that was put in to run these scams.
Just got a job.
It's like at some point, like you done gain enough clout to start a real business.
No, but listen, I'm sorry, we gonna get off this subject. This is not where we were planning on going. But think about where you had to come from to get to the point where you selling an island to China. Like think about at a certain point, these scams were becoming. You were getting no thrill out of it. You already had the money. You told yourself one day, I'm gonna sell a piece of land to China. You know what I'm saying? And the dude Nigerian don't even know Chinese. Yeah. I doubt he even know Chinese. The dude using Google Translate for everything. Bro.
Like a motherfucker.
When the money hit, I bet you he was just like, wow. That's an Ocean 11 situation, bro.
No, I'm telling you.
That's an Ocean 11 situation.
Like, and then how do you skirt away with that, bro? Like,
did they find him?
Evidently he didn't.
They found him?
Yeah. Okay. But like, and again, I told you there was another dude that sold an airport to China. I just think China just be seeing shit and be like, oh, that's a good deal. Slide them that money. And then they just keep it pushing. And they ain't got like no
speaking
process.
Of scams, there was something that remember Tom Brady got into trouble for this type of I think FTX.
Oh yeah, FTX shit. Yeah.
Did you hear about the dude who got 100 and something years?
Yeah. Sam Bankman Fried.
He just got he just got 100 and something years.
Shit.
Yeah, 100 and something years, bro.
That's because, bro, when you listen to me, let me explain to you something. You can rob and you can scam like regular people. When you scam institutions, oh yeah, you going to jail, bro.
Oh.
Like you going to jail.
We're talking about billions.
Yeah.
I was watching a couple of YouTube videos about it.
Yeah, you going to jail.
We're talking about a couple $1 billion, man. Gone.
Yeah, man. And then the company who they were loaning money from was also the same company. Owned by
it was his company. Yeah. So it was like a bank loaning money to a business.
Yeah.
And they were just getting money and just
funneling it, never properly invested.
They got a lot of people. They got Meet Kevin on YouTube. Like he got jugged. A lot of these financial YouTubers and whatever.
No, they were offering you 8% back.
Yes.
So 8% back to somebody with money sounds really good.
Come on.
I mean, 8% back sounds good.
Bro,
anyway.
That's better than anything you could do right now as a savings account.
And what did they tell you? It sounds too good to be true.
My best account right now is getting a 4.5 return on investment on my savings account.
And them,
a high yield savings.
And those are just now coming back.
If somebody can tell me that I can get 8%, come on.
Yeah,
I'm throwing everything in there, and that's what's dangerous because the reality is it wasn't backed by the FDIC.
No crypto exchanges backed by FDIC, but not also that though. But you gotta if you understand how banking works, you have to understand that 8% back means that they gotta be getting back 200%. And that shit ain't possible. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They gotta be at least getting 16, 20% to be breaking you off that. And we're talking about clear
on
money.
Best day.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Their best day gotta be better than like 10 to 16%.
No, not even 10 to 16. We're talking $200. Listen to me. If you go to a bank right now and put your money in, they're gonna loan your money out for 15 to 20% and give you only 0.5% of that. You get what I'm saying? So if you take that same math and now you have somebody giving you back 8%, they gotta be double, tripling their money to be willing to give you 8%.
That shit's just not possible. There's nobody out there that is able to predict over a year span better than the S&P 500.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why
when you look at the S&P 500, if anybody's offering you something that's just way more ridiculous than that, you just can't. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't do it.
And
I'm
saying,
put your money in the S&P 5.
And that's the thing about these squatters potentially getting back to that is that. You know, they might have been told, oh, well, rent $800. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, shit, you know, and they'd be like, oh, well, why? Well, you know, so I own the house. I'm only paying property taxes. So, you know, I'm good. I just want to, you know, they might sell them a feel good story. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get back to the community. Now
so
you
my
have
grandmother just died and we just need to put something in it. It's already owned.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Property taxes is only $300. I'm going to be real. So I'm charging you $800. I think that's fair and reasonable. Okay, cool. Because rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is in the worst part of town now $1,200. You see what I'm saying? So now you have a situation where potentially, you know, you come in now, you telling these people to leave. I ain't going nowhere. I've been paying rent here, so on and so forth. I got this, that, and that. Let's just say for the people that were being honest. Now the majority, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I would move in.
Huh?
I would move into my spot with the squatters. I know that legally you probably just can't like remove them or whatever. Yeah. But I would move in and I'll be acting a fucking fool. So
they left.
I would be acting a
blasting
fool,
music.
Bro. Nobody's sleeping in here. It's gonna be rock music till 7 a.m.
Turn
till
up.
7 a.m.
Turn up. Yeah.
Bro, and the lights just gonna be flashing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the lights flashing.
Okay, I got you.
Nobody's sleeping in this mud, bro.
You gonna move?
Nobody's sleeping. All of a sudden I like snakes, and I'm about to get
snakes just roaming the fucking house. Yo, I live here too. You know,
I own this mud. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man, because I always wondered, bro. And that's another reason why I don't want to. Why I don't want to get. No, I'm here with you,
I'm petty, bro.
Let me tell you something. I do not. You know what
I'm petty, bro.
Michelle Obama said when they
in here. Oh, beat the anaconda. Come on.
You know when Michelle Obama said when they go low, we go high. No, I'm going lower.
No,
I'm like whatever.
Get a shovel. You want to go low? No problem. No problem.
I'm taking it to the floor, bro.
What you talking about?
Like I do not take the high road.
I'm about to be paying property tax, losing my money, and I got a bum standing in my crib. No. Who's probably messing up the inside.
Tell you something. I let little shit go that ain't of any real relevance to me.
But you can't mess with my money.
But bro, you start talking about like you costing me money. I'm paying property taxes and rent and mortgage for you to stay here. Fuck out of here, man. No, we about to turn up. It's about to get real. Okay, man. Shout out to the squatters out there in Atlanta, though. You know what I'm saying? If you squatting in a multi-million-dollar complex, okay, cool. But you and just like regular people houses who got like 1 or 2 properties, like you an asshole. Okay, man. So I ran across the story on Reddit. I was browsing the Reddit, trying to find something cool to bring to the pod. A little dope. Oh shit! Hold up, almost exited out of it. So we can read this and maybe just talk about it. It's an interesting perspective because I'm pretty sure stuff like this kind of happens all the time. Not to this degree, but you know, where you feel like you have to stay in a situation where you normally would have left. It says, would I be the asshole if I break up with my girlfriend when her dad died because of me? It says, her dad was my godfather. When I was 8, I really wanted this brand new toy that my parents would not buy for me. They said it's too expensive. He drove to the mall to go buy it for me and was killed in a car accident on the way back. I started dating her last year. I thought she was the one for me. funny, kind, and someone who I have common interests with. Made me feel really special, but then she cheated on me with another guy. When I told her I'm ending it, she just mumbled, "My dad is dead because of you, and now you're leaving me." It just really rattled me. I don't know what to do about it right now. She said I should be decent enough to give her a second time after the pain I caused her family. Would I be an asshole for ending our relationship?
Let me go first on this one.
Okay, take the lead.
To answer this question, I think first off, he was an asshole to even get with her in the first place.
Huh?
And the reason why I say that, I'm gonna tell you why I say it.
Okay.
The reason why I say it is that, bro, this is this relationship is gonna be tough to begin with.
Yeah.
We're starting it off with obvious resentment.
But they known each other their whole life, though.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's obvious. There's a little bit of resentment that is going to exist. That the only reason why he left was because he was going to go get something for you. Now we both know. Yeah. Me and you both know that I'm not going to blame him. For dying. Like, can't do that. I can go to work tomorrow and die, and I got kids and a family. And am I going to blame? Is somebody going to blame my wife and kids?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the reason why I died, because I had to get up and go to work to, put food on the table. Nah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It was God's will. You had to go at this particular time. It's sad. But let's just be also honest. She's going to feel some type of way deep down, whether she's expressing it or not. Yeah. Deep down, there's possible resentment. So you don't get into that unless you know for sure that this is going to work. Now, hold
on, just pause there for a second. I also think, man, sometimes you're expecting people to be more insightful than they really are.
Okay, I get it.
So I'm saying, right? So you can't just always say, "Oh, she's gonna," because now people that takes perspective and insightfulness, and one, he's young too. So I can't say,
20 years old.
Yeah, I can't say, because they were 19 and 20. So I can't say that like he knows that. He doesn't know that.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that if it was me, this is my partner that told me, like, hey, you were kind of an asshole for getting with her in the first place.
All right.
Like,
yeah.
You didn't need to do that.
Yeah, let's go with that.
But I will say at the end of the day, nah, bro, you're not an asshole. She cheated on you.
Bro.
Even if you were trying to be there as the white knight to, like, this was something that you just been weighing heavy on you, and that's why you got with her, and you low-key feel like, because you're writing this, you obviously feel like you're responsible for her dad's death.
Well, he's broken up about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you felt that way prior to y'all even getting in a relationship. You had to somewhat, come on.
I don't know, because he probably was hyped, but then her hitting him with that really like fucked him up. You get what I'm saying?
Because he probably felt that way internally, and then hearing it from her, whatever.
Maybe.
But either way,
yeah.
What I'm saying is that she cheated on you.
Yeah, bro.
So because she cheated on you, it negates anything else after that.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't rocking with you.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, you don't even need to worry about the dad. All you need to just simply say is that, hey, obviously there's a level of trust that has been broken.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still here for you no matter what. But it just can't be in a romantic setting.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, that's the way you should handle it. I shouldn't be laughing because this is actually jacked up.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
This isn't a funny thing.
I'm assuming it's made up.
I will say,
I'm assuming this is made up.
I don't know, because it seemed believable enough. I feel like the more details people give, the more they're just writing fan fiction. Like, he's pretty straight to the point.
You got people out here some good storytellers.
That's what I'm saying. So like when I get to some shit, I see like fucking 8 paragraphs. I don't even read them Reddit stories. But this is just 3, and he's pretty straight to the point about how he feels. Yeah. So I kind of feel like this might be real. And with that being said, man, I will say, man, first off, trauma bonding is real. Okay. Although
I didn't even get there, but yeah.
Yeah, trauma bonding is real. Although I think they might be a little removed from it only because it happened so many years ago. You're talking about over a decade. And then I think at the age that it happened, I don't know how much it still weighs on you years later. I know it does, but I'm saying in to fairness to you, it probably when he first was thinking about it, it probably did sit with him a little bit about whether or not it would be awkward because of that. So with that being said, I will say
they definitely pillow talk about it.
I say again that to a degree I agree with you, because it's like, bro, they probably one of the smartest moves to begin with, because here's somebody who you should bond with and be like a sister to you because of that situation, and now you're trying to get romantically involved with her. But at the same time, the hormones is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get older.
You probably had this stepsister.
Growing up together
with her this whole time.
Who knows you better than her? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like your best friend, probably your ride or die. And at some point in time, those romantic feelings get there. But a mature person who's not 19 or 20 probably would have like not acted on that. But he's going to because he's young. And the unfortunate part is, man, is you cannot let traumatic events and trauma bonding tie you to someone regardless of what occurred. You see what I'm saying? Like, she cheated, so like that. This ain't even up for a debate or a conversation. Like you're definitely
it would
not
be better if it was just like you just felt like it wasn't working out.
Yeah, like then you need to come to us for advice. But like this is an open and shut case, bro. Like she cheated. Like you are more than well within your right to just go in that shit immediately.
You can really say fuck you.
You're like, out. Bro, like you can absolutely be upset too. Like you ain't even gotta be.
You have the right.
You ain't even gotta be in a good mood when you discuss this with her. You're allowed to be frustrated.
If you want a ghost, I'm telling you right now, if you want a ghost, you can. The only thing is your god sister.
Yeah.
So maybe a Thanksgiving or two might be a little awkward.
Because her dad passing away is again involuntary because of your actions were involuntarily caused it. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it's hard for me to even put caused in there. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing an act that was going to benefit you. And the outcome of that is unfortunately him losing his life, but that ain't your fault. Okay. And there's that, but
did he run a red light?
Like, bro, I'm saying it could have been a drunk driver. Who knows? Right. Yeah. Like we don't know the circumstances. So like, you can't allow that person to like hold you hostage. And that's what happens whenever people are like shitbags. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to emotionally manipulate you to get their way. And so like all you seeing right now is just another red flag. So not only did she cheat, but now she's trying to emotionally manipulate you into staying. Hey, big dog, go ahead.
After she cheated.
The audacity to try to tie that shit. Bro, she's trying to connect dots with imaginary lines, bro. Like, because this happened to my dad, because he went to go get you a toy, I can cheat.
Yeah, he walking out the room after saying, I'm done with this. It's your fault that my dad died.
And she knew that was going to break him too, dog. Now that she did know. She knew she could manipulate him because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're probably a good guy. And shout out to you,
murderer.
Big dog. Like, it's fucked up. But that's where it's gonna go. Like if you don't leave now, this only escalates like from this point. You know what I'm saying?
He walking out. Where you going? You gonna go hug your dad?
Yeah, you gonna murder my mom next. Yeah. Like bro, she only manipulates you further after this. So there's definitely no reason to remain in this relationship.
I'm glad you get to have Thanksgiving with your parents. Shit.
And she gonna lay it on thick. It's gonna get significantly worse as you progress through this relationship, bro. You peep the red flags, man. Go ahead and dip out.
Really, because she said that, you really need to get out of there now. Because the reality is at any point in time, that's now going to be something that she's going to now use as ammunition.
Guarantee you, bro. If she knows she hooked you in with that.
If that's it.
And that's it.
It's a wrap.
Bro.
It's a wrap.
Bro, you can't never leave. That's why I like when somebody tells you, and this is be very careful with this. Whenever someone says like, yo, if you leave, like I'm going to kill myself. First off, call somebody to get help.
Do it.
I know.
Do it.
Don't listen to this.
Do it.
Dog.
Because you can't hold me hostage.
Dog.
No. Fuck it. Let's play chicken.
Dog.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Now what happens if
as a matter of fact, I'm gonna walk out, open the door again, look at you, and slam it again.
Okay, hold on, wait. Now what happens if this person flips in this moment and now they're ready to kill everybody in the room?
But that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
But I'm saying you're making it worse.
That's not what you said.
No.
No. I'm saying I'm going off of what you said.
No, okay, I hear you, right? Oh, you feel that way? All right, now I'm about to kill both of us.
No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
You're escalating the situation.
No, you said you.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But now I'm bringing you with me.
Okay, now let's talk. You know what I'm saying? You threatened my life. Yeah, but we gonna have to have a conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna get canceled. Even though I know everybody watching this agrees. Everybody watching this agrees with what I'm saying, but I'm gonna be the one. Hey, look. I'll get on that cross for all of us because it is the truth. It is the truth. What I said is the truth. The only reason why you turn around and even have the conversation is because you worry that they really might do it. Nah, fuck them. They don't care about you. They want to hold you mentally hostage.
Oh my God.
Like, nah, do it. Now, if they say that they're going to do something to you, you got to stay there. You got to stay there because people crazy.
Oh my God.
Life, you can't even go to church nowadays. You got to stay.
Oh, no. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah, I'm good. Damn.
Hold
Damn,
on.
I might get canceled.
Let me come back down.
This ain't gonna work out for a long time. This ain't gonna work out for a long time.
Let me calm down. Woo, let me come back down. All right, man. The point being is here, man, is when situations like that happen, first off, call the appropriate authorities. But also, man, don't let people hold you hostage, okay? And you can even say, why would you want to stay with someone who's gonna kill themselves because of you? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
wild, man.
That's a terrible burden to have.
Yeah, their purpose of living is now based on y'all's relationship, whether it's going good or bad. That you can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, ride that night out and then
don't ride the night
morning.
out. Don't even ride the night out.
No, I'm saying, listen, but I'm saying not stay with the person.
As a matter of fact, if you even said that to me, to be real with you, I couldn't even I couldn't be there no more. There's nothing. There's nothing,
okay.
bro.
Yeah.
The tension is at an all-time high at this point because I'm so worried. I don't even know what to. But I'm
saying you stay there to make sure that doesn't occur. But in the process of you staying, you make sure that the appropriate authorities show up and say, "Hey."
I'll tell you right now, if anybody tells me that I'm about to kill myself if you leave or whatever, I'm calling your mama, and that's it.
All right.
I don't know what else to do. This is not my problem. This is no longer my problem. The person that brought you into this world is going to have to be the one to help
Yeah,
you.
but I'm saying I can't. But if you care for someone, you can't just immediately cut yourself out of the situation.
Yeah, if you cared for me, you wouldn't say that.
I mean, I got you, but again, hurt people.
Yeah, I'm not hurt.
So the point here is if I care enough about the person, I want to make sure they're good because right now they ain't in the right state of mind. So I'm here to make sure they're like, yo, shit don't go south. Look, now after that, once I know that you've reached the correct people that are equipped to handle this, then yeah, I'm done. Like
I'm saying this now publicly.
We can't.
I'm saying this now publicly. I'm not equipped to handle this.
Yeah.
So nobody in my circle should ever make that kind of comment.
Yeah. Nobody's equipped to handle that unless you're licensed to do that.
It sounds like you might stay. I'm telling you what my reaction would be.
Now you're just gonna leave and not know what happened?
Swear to you, I'm out of there.
Damn, that's wild.
I'm out of there.
All right.
I'm out of there. As a matter of fact, I might text somebody to call me so I can oh shoot, that would be the best way that I can handle it as far as not making it obvious that I'm walking out because you made that comment. The best way I can handle it is immediately after you said it, text, hey, call me right now.
Okay, all right.
And then mid me saying, oh, why? Hold on, real quick. Oh, right now? I gotta go, but we'll talk later. And then I gotta call your mama. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure you're good because again, that's just how I am. Make sure people's good. And then after that, yeah, I'm packing my stuff and I'm dipping, because I can't be with somebody that's gonna tell me that if I leave, they're gonna kill themselves.
Because you can't hold that over my head.
I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to hold that kind of power. You know what I'm saying?
The day that I'm having a bad day and I'm just F you and I'm tired of you, whatever. And then all of a sudden that's it. No.
Yeah, no. I can't live with that. You need help. You need to go talk to somebody. You need to seek counseling because this relationship we have
reality is for me, I would have probably got out of that relationship before it even got to that point. Because normally it doesn't just go from a switch.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, there's signs that are like, okay, yeah, she tripping.
Yeah.
I would have gotten out of that relationship, you know what I'm saying, friendship or, romantic before it even.
Yeah. But I'm saying you never know the experiences and trauma that people have been through. And the people do have a switch up, man. And sometimes, shit just goes south real quick. And people are really good at hiding things, man. Yeah. So it's an unfortunate thing, but I would say again, man, when someone is trying to emotionally manipulate you, your best, your number one, the only benefit you have in that situation is to remove yourself because again, you're helping them, you know what I'm saying? By if you were to stay because of that, now their grip on that reality becomes even stronger. So you have to remove yourself to help protect them. Because once you're gone and then, they can get the help that they need, then they can become a better person. Because if
without you though.
Yeah, because I think that to a certain extent is also irresponsible to stay with that person. Because like that like they're this way. I wouldn't say it's not because of you, but in that current moment, you have control over that power.
They can replace you with somebody else. There'll be another person that they feel like, that's the way to appropriately handle a situation.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man, you want to remove yourself from the situation because again, you understand that it's a toxic environment. But remember, don't let people emotionally manipulate you. Recognize the signs. And if you can, definitely get out early because, obviously it's heading out.
Not if you can. You really can get up out of there. So as soon as they say it, just get up out of there.
Yeah, I'm talking about like over the time when this is occurring.
Okay.
Not just like that night. I don't necessarily recommend that. I
highly recommend it.
I would say try your best to assist that person in getting some help.
Play chicken
before just leaving. All right. You say that, but like the traumatic effect it could have on you from if someone was to do that would be terrible.
For who, me?
Yeah.
I think it would suck. I'm not gonna say that it wouldn't, but I wouldn't like.
Nah, see, I don't want you to speak on this because like it hasn't happened.
Yeah, you get what God forbid any of this.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it would really suck
for you to even remotely pretend, like for people to even remotely pretend like somebody you love and care for actually wind up taking their life, and you just gonna wake up the next day like ain't shit wrong is crazy. Like you are lying to yourself like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna say this: the only way that I think that I would handle it the way that you're handling, and maybe because I don't have anybody that has been diagnosed with like anything that is that serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody was diagnosed, if I had a friend knowingly that was diagnosed with something like that, like I know that they have, these kind of attempts or these kind of thoughts or whatever, then I would handle it completely different. That would be the only way. But I'm trying to think of like, the current relationship that I'm in or friendships that I may have, that if somebody were to like, we get into an argument or things are just going sour, that they just say it, bro, I'm sorry. Deuces.
No, I mean, again, it's by levels, right? Like if it's somebody you've been talking to for like 3 or 4 weeks, yeah, of course you ain't like super emotionally attached to the point to where like, even though me, I'm still gonna make sure they're good. But I'm saying, yeah, you probably ain't gonna be all that broken up about it. I mean, you might spend like a day or a week down, but yeah, but I feel like if you've been dating somebody for like 2 years and like that shit happens and you wake up the next day like ain't shit wrong, like that's crazy to me.
But see, this is what I want everybody to understand, the audience. What I'm saying is this: if you just say that you are having these kind of thoughts or you're having these kind of attempts, completely different than you saying, if you leave, then I'm going to do blah. That is what really, I think at that point it's so manipulative.
Yeah.
That I just like, nah, I'm sorry. Like I can't entertain it. But I do get it. Like if there's people who are seriously having such issues, then of course you handle that appropriately at that time. And I would know how to handle them, even to be honest with you, because I feel like I know this is something that you're dealing with. The same way if you were to tell me you're dealing with anxiety things, I would try to not put you in situations that would make you highly anxious. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I got you. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next topic then, man. Because let's talk about this Fannie Willis shit. So if you
just the last topic?
Huh? Yeah, it'd probably be last topic before we about it.
Main topic.
Okay, so Fannie Willis, if you don't know, she is the Fulton County District Attorney. She has been the one who has been prosecuting like damn near every rapper in Atlanta, dropping RICO charges here, left, and right. And she also prosecuting the president of the United States, or was responsible for assigning the person who was going to prosecute the prosecuting team who's going to prosecute not the president of the United States, the former 45th president, Donald Trump, president of the United States, for election interference. You know what I'm saying? About things that was going down in Georgia, trying to get people to overturn votes, do recounts, all types of stuff. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and read this report here. It's not that long. It says it gives a timeline of the allegations against Fulton DA Fannie Willis. It says allegations of an improper clandestine personal relationship between Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade, a private attorney she hired as a special prosecutor, have threatened to upend her high-profile racketeering case against Donald Trump and his airlines. Here's a timeline of what we know so far. It's crazy. So we're not going to upend everything. So even the thing with Young Thug, we're just going to let it rock. Okay, I guess it pays to be white.
I don't know if the impropriety is the same for the Young Thug situation.
Okay. I guess because
when you read it, I think then you'll understand it.
It's only specific to this one. I guess I'm thinking because
she hired somebody
Yeah.
to be on said team. I don't know if she hired somebody that she was having an inappropriate relationship with and then put them on the team to prosecute Young Thug. Does that make sense? I don't know if Young Thug can make the same argument.
The only reason
because she was doing something doesn't necessarily mean that, like, she could have been having this relationship while prosecuting Young Thug, but there was no type of tie.
Well,
on the case.
Only reason why I'm questioning it is because I'm thinking of like a lot of documentaries I've watched where police officers or criminal investigators have been called into question because of their integrity. Like pretty much every case they've ever done, then gets called into question.
And you have to find something with that where the integrity should be questioned.
But I'm saying like just because like you can't just because. So I'm saying because if that's the case, then even in question about this case. The only question here is how the special prosecutor got selected. It's not whether or not the case is justified or not. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really see how it would affect. I guess it would affect because on the surface of like public perception, but in reality, if the case is sound, then just who's prosecuting it is really what should come into question, not whether or not the case should happen or not. You see what I'm saying? All right. So it says January 1st of 2021, Willis takes office as the Fulton County District Attorney. February 10th, in a letter to the top Georgia official, Willis says she's opened a criminal investigation into the interference in the state's 2020 general election, instructs them to preserve evidence. November 1st of 2021, Willis hires Wade as special prosecutor in the investigation. She reportedly offered the job to several other Georgia attorneys, including former Governor Roy Barnes, but they declined. Okay, all right. So these are facts, right? It says Wade files for divorce against his wife, Jocelyn Wade, in Cobb County Superior Court. That was November 2nd, the next day of 2021. Damn. The boy said he got that brain. He said, all right, I'm good. I don't need you no more, man. Like teamwork.
No, the wife is the one that filed for divorce.
It says Wade files for divorce against his wife, according to this timeline.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm saying that was November 2nd. So November 1st, she hires Wade. November 2nd, that boy files for divorce.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow. Oh shit, hold up. Gotta go forward. This thing just exited out of the article. Okay, I'm going back. All right, it says May 2nd, a special grand jury is impaneled to investigate attempts by former President Donald Trump and his supporters to overturn his loss in Georgia. Over the next 8 months, Wade takes the lead in presenting information to the special grand jury, signing subpoenas and questioning witnesses on behalf of the DA's office. October 2nd, 2022. On October 4th, Wade spends more than $1,300 to buy 3 American airline tickets to Miami for himself, Willis, and Clara Bowman, who is believed to be Wade's mother, according to credit and card statements. There's also more than $8,000 in charges on the card during roughly the same time period to Royal Caribbean Cruises. $8,000. During roughly the same time period to Royal Caribbean Cruises, Vacation Express, the Hyatt Regency in Aruba, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Willis' name is not included in those purchases. January 9th of 2023, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Robert McBurney, who oversaw the special grand jury, says the panel has completed its work and submitted a final report to him. April through May of 2023, on April 25th, Wade spends $817 on Delta Airline tickets to San Francisco in both his and Willis' names. Credit card records show additionally on May 14th, Wade spent $843 on what appears to be a stay at the Doubletree Hotel in Napa Valley. Willis' name is not included in the hotel charge. August 14th of 2023, Trump and 18 supporters are charged in a 41-count indictment alleging they acted as a criminal enterprise to attempt to subvert the elections in Georgia. January 8th of 2024, an attorney for defendant Michael Roman files a motion seeking to disqualify the DA's office from the case because of an alleged romantic relationship between Willis and Wade. Since the court finally says that because Wade paid for trips they took together, Willis benefited financially from the arrangement. Roman's lawyer, Ashley Merchant, asked for the Wade's divorce records to be unsealed and also wants the charges against her client dropped. The DA's office says they will reply in the court filing, but don't indicate when that will be. Willis has also served a subpoena seeking to depose her in the ongoing divorce proceedings of Nathan Wade and his estranged wife, Jocelyn.
Okay. So can I take the first bat at this one too?
Yeah, I was say we got a little bit more here.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, just real quick. January 9th, at the state capitol, Republicans say the allegations bolstered their argument that an oversight panel is needed for prosecutors, January 14, 2024, Willis delivers a 35-minute speech at the historic Big Bethel AME Church in which she defends Wade as a great friend and a legal superstar, but does not address whether they are romantically involved. It says January 17th, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and 14 other media outlets filed a motion to unseal the Wade's divorce records. On the 18th, Willis seeks a protective order to shield her from having to give a deposition in the Wade's divorce. In a blistering court filing in Cobb County, Willis accuses Jocelyn Wade of interfering with the Trump prosecution and that allegations are meant to harass and embarrass the district attorney.
Which it did.
It worked. January 19th, Jocelyn Wade's attorney fires back at Willis and attached some of Nathan Wade's credit cards to the court filing. They show that he purchased plane tickets for Willis and himself, calling Willis her husband's paramour. Jocelyn Wade's attorney says Willis has unique personal knowledge of their relationship as well as his finances. Damn, there's a lot going on. Okay, I don't have time to read all this, but I didn't know it was this long.
So I think we kind of got the crux of the situation. I think we explained enough of it. So, and I think what we ultimately want to say is that is it justified what she's going through and what he is going through in the argument that the defense team is making.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this is going to get thrown out. I don't think anybody expects it to get thrown out.
I mean, because it has no bearing on his case.
Yeah. Will he probably now have to be benched, you know, and removed from the prosecuting team? Yes, and I think that is fair.
And I think the jacked up part is it seemed like he was cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like he was like putting that work in. So although this is his first, you know, you made the comment about, you know, this being like his first time prosecuting this shit.
Felony. This is the first time that he's prosecuted a felony crime. And we have to put that in context. He's gotten over $600,000 over a 2-year time span. Okay. Yeah. And this is the first time that he is prosecuting a felony case. So we all know, so though he was not the first option, I don't even think he was the second. I think it was the third option that she came to. Because if you read earlier that the first person that they requested, he declined it.
Yeah, it was a former governor.
Yeah, so this was the third option that she came to, and it seems as if that they're probably going to win this case. So far, it looks like that they're kind of they have.
It was heading in that direction, from what I can see.
But I think where we need to really be mindful of is that at the end of the day, wrongdoing was done. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, you understand that you are kind of this person's supervisor or about to be this person's supervisor.
Yeah.
You cannot have sexual relations with him, especially when you're in a position where you're prosecuting a former president of the United States. You know that this is going to be a political headline everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You know that if Republicans see not one slither of impropriety done, that they're going to staple that on Fox News and swing it all around America for everybody to see that, hey, dismiss this case. So it's one of those things where you have to make sure all T's are crossed, all I's are dotted, and that nothing is being done behind the scenes that would give them any kind of a low-hanging fruit to say that, hey, you know, the prosecuting team or the Democrats are doing something behind the scenes that is, you know, unwarranted.
Yeah.
So I just look, man. I think Willis deserves kind of what she's getting. Yeah. I think that it is rightfully so, because if this was Obama, that is, and we got to say, like, let's just be real. If this was Obama who was being prosecuted on something and we found this out, we would all have a problem with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if Fani Willis was a man, it would definitely be a much more headline than I think it already is. Here's what I will say though. Probably from a procedural perspective, I mean, this is definitely wrong, but from looking at it on the surface and just judging it as a person, I mean, the only thing they're really guilty of is having a relationship and should have probably waited until this shit was over.
That's all you had to do.
I mean, really, that's like, the problem is because of that, now this entire, the case isn't going to get thrown out, because the reality is like, again, you
can't prove
you're taking dots and you're trying to draw lines here.
All they're doing, one people are collecting facts and articulating them, and other people are defending facts and trying to articulate.
Yeah, at best, she's guilty of hiring a romantic person she was involved with to do a job, knowing that there was probably a conflict of interest. So at the end of the day, she's guilty of a conflict of interest. So at the end of the day, the question becomes whether or not people in that office can get equal opportunity with her at the helm, because what isn't in question here is whether or not she has the legal arguments in any of her fights. What is in question is whether or not if a job comes up and somebody else might be more qualified, whether or not they're going to get it or not. You see what I'm saying? But if we're going to go down that route, I mean, black people been dealing with this shit our whole life. So, I mean, like, look at the pot calling the kettle black here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. But again, hey, look, I fully understand what she's going through. I don't know if it needs to be plastered all over the news and shit, but you knew to at least some degree that there's a possibility of this shit getting found out. You're trying to be sneaky, you know what I'm saying? Taking like little trips and stuff in here and there. You can't say that y'all didn't have a relationship prior to this, or at least if there wasn't a relationship prior to this, because they hadn't taken a trip before this. So there's been no mention of a relationship prior to the first flights out.
From what I saw, allegedly there's a possibility that they had a relationship back in 2019.
Okay, maybe.
Which, pre-COVID, but that is kind of what I was listening to before we started recording.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is we all know that, if you do something, because I want to say.
And here's the thing, though. He was obviously married, and she should know better. Also, being his supervisor and him being a subordinate and all those other procedural things that we're talking about, the conflict of interest, he's also married. Like, these are things that you just, as if you're going to do this, if you're going to blur the lines between work and personal, at least don't allow the personal to maybe overtake the work by stepping on somebody's toes, which is the wife that he's currently married to. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem.
I get all of that, but at the same time,
could their relationship have been shaky and all that? 100%. But wait until all the procedural things are done so you can do it and say, hey, keep your name clean by saying, yes, he was a subordinate, but do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear all of that, but also in the same vein, I feel like sometimes, man, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm the type of person that, like, I think a lot of shit is goofy.
We're consenting adults.
I'm saying, bro, they grown. Like, I'm just being dead ass. Like, if you want to talk about it, if you want to tell me that nobody else was offered the job, and when the job was presented, the person was going to get $200,000, but then somehow he started getting paid like $400,000.
And it did come out that she offered him the same amount that she offered the first dude.
I'm saying,
so it wasn't like because he was less qualified, she gave less money. She budgeted how much it was going to be, and that is what she gave.
I'm saying, like, I'm just saying, my thing is like, if you got to give me something more, because all I see is if there's a rule somewhere within the guidelines of her job that says she cannot date a subordinate, I get it. But then if there isn't a rule that says she cannot date,
I can tell you this though, there's probably definitely an HR rule where you need to let it be known.
Well, then
it's probably okay, but you need to let it be known so that
I don't know. I mean,
because most companies, that's what they do have.
Then this isn't an open and shut case, because okay, she knows she's wrong. She should just admit to it, and then we should just be done with it. But I'm just saying, on the face value, on the face surface of it, like, we know that, like, unspoken rules here is like she shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. But when we really get down into the nitty and gritty, shit is what it is, bro. Like, if you work with somebody closely enough, you know what I'm saying? Especially his marriage is rocky. Fannie Willis is single, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I find you attractive, you find me attractive.
Both two intelligent individuals.
Bro, like, I'm just saying, like, it seems very witch honey to me, and I just.
But see, here's the thing, though. You know the Republicans are going to be on a witch hunt, bro.
I got you.
Know it, and especially when you're talking about Donald Trump.
Right.
You know that they're going to be looking for any kind of witch hunt. You're like, oh wait, you parked somewhere and didn't pay the parking ticket, but yet you used that same vehicle when to come over here to prosecute the case. Yeah, we should they're going to go on a witch hunt.
Yeah,
they've been doing that since Obama with him having to come out with his birth certificate.
Well, I'm just saying that's any political opposition.
Him having to come out with a birth certificate, which is why I'm kind of like, why would you put? And I'm more upset about the situation because I'm feeling like sister, you knew better.
Yeah, for sure.
You knew better.
Now, like, I guess brother, if we want to put it like where I'm at, like that's probably where I'm at.
I'm not mad at the actions that took place. I get it.
Yeah. I got you.
I'm feeling like, damn, y'all are put in a position where it's high, like responsibility is an all-time high, and we know we're measured differently than the white counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta do better.
But you know, in this situation, given the magnitude of what was occurring, like no matter who was in this position, they was gonna get cooked. Like if you find out that the DA and the special prosecutor on the case are having a romantic relationship, that's low hanging fruit.
If you was Trump, you would tell your lawyers, hey, go cook them.
Yeah, like this is low hanging fruit, bro.
Yeah, like this is easy.
I don't even know why. Like to me, it's more like it's more like I expect. I don't know. Maybe this is just how I rock. I just come out and I'm just gonna keep it 10 toes down. Look, was the relationship probably the most appropriate at the most appropriate time? Probably not. But was it inappropriate? No, it wasn't. So the reality here is this is just a whiz hunt. I'll go to this deposition. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, and so forth and so forth. Like I'm saying, like there's a certain way that this can be handled where it won't look bad in Fannie Willis, in Fannie Willis's like perspective, like from her point of view. But I think her trying to seal the records and to keep from having to be disposed, I think that made her look worse.
I will say this though, and I'm gonna put some respect on her name. She kind of spoke on it already because she already was spoke on it on the case.
Yeah, I seen a clip of her getting questioned.
She kind of like let it be clear, like, look, I paid him in cash, which I call bullshit. Yeah. But I think what she kind of made clear to everyone is like, look, this was just two consenting individuals like having fun. This was not, or having a relationship. This was not anything where money was exchanged, no money was expected. I'm sure she got money because she makes almost $500,000 a year.
Yeah,
like come on, yo. We talking about $3,000, $8,000. I don't think she put dude on the case to get a free trip on a Norwegian, whatever, with dude's mama.
She can afford it.
They probably really do like each other. Like, I'm assuming all of that. They probably, it sounds like him and his wife were already rocky, or or already probably separated or whatever. So this is, I think as an adult, I'm able to tell you and filter all the bullshit and say, hey, this is really not a big deal. But now we got to start putting your title and what you're doing as a job and layer it. You got to be a little bit more responsible because I can't treat you like I would Joe Schmo down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with that. Like she got to deal with the consequences, and I mean, I can't.
She holds a certain amount of responsibility to maintain an integrity for the case perspective. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, to me, if that's the route that she did take, then shout out to her, because that's the best way to explain it. Look, did our relationship spark off at the most appropriate time? Probably not. But did we do anything wrong? No. And so we can go through these circles for the rest of whatever, but just know I ain't do nothing wrong. And so y'all are more than welcome to prove that I did.
But I'm also gonna tell you this, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 female employees. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would never put myself in a compromising position where I'm having relations with any of them.
Bro, no.
Like, cannot do it.
But
would not do it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even matter, even though we're all consenting adults and whatever, like, would not do it. It's just, I do not care, bro. I do not, like, it's just not worth it.
No, I get it. And I feel you.
It's not worth it.
I feel you wholeheartedly, bro.
Because all it takes is that, oh, this happened, now a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Or I had to fire somebody because of blah.
Yeah, keep it professional.
Just keep it a buck. All they had to do was just wait for this case to be over with.
Yeah.
Y'all waited, it seems like, long enough already. Just wait till the case to be over with.
I got you, but you know how it is. The long nights.
I get it.
The long nights.
Y'all
you know what I'm saying? Working together.
Y'all in the same building and da-da-da.
He going through a divorce. He probably, like, let's say he
probably hasn't had respect from a woman for a long time.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just say, man, and so
she older, works, and she probably worked long hours, don't get no kind of love from
saying Fanny thought he was attractive. Hey, look, we know how it go, man. But yeah, I will definitely say that it definitely was not the most appropriate time to spark up a relationship.
Not when you prosecuting Trump.
Yeah. So
just gonna be honest. Like, Obama probably would probably tell his lawyers, hey, leave them alone. Like, we're not even gonna make that into a show. Trump, he's all for it. He for it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Rock that shit.
If you made a Twitter post back in back during his presidency that was against him, he gonna find it. If your husband or your relationship, your brother, your sister, he gonna use that. Like, just don't even, come on. You should have known that this was gonna happen.
Should have known better, man.
We got to talk about the IVF situation.
Huh?
I know, but we got to talk about it because it's hot right now.
I was gonna say it's kind of a non-starter though, because the article that I found, it's no longer a thing, because just to give a short breakdown,
it's only in Alabama.
Yeah, so it was only Alabama. So what happened was Alabama made a court ruling. It made it to the Supreme Court that Alabama ruled that that embryos can now be seen as children. Okay, because before that, eggs in general can now be seen as unborn children. Because what happened was, through an unfortunate event, somehow 3 families' eggs or unborn embryos, unfortunately, they got destroyed at this IVF clinic, and it basically it's so hard for those families to already have children, and just kind of really plummeted their chances of ever having children.
Chances are zero now.
Yeah, to zero. And so the ruling was made so that way families can now sue for when something like that occurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
So it's not really stopping IVF.
So the problem is news outlets ran with it, being all like, well, now, if embryos are considered children, then, you can't take them out of the body and store them. That might be considered inhumane. And either yesterday or today, the district attorneys for Alabama, special judge or whatever, whoever's in charge of prosecuting cases, the DA. Yeah, he said, we have no plans to prosecute people with IVF, and we're working tirelessly to make sure we write up literature that explains. Yeah, so it was made a big deal, but it was clear that especially the liberal side of the media ran with it. They even interviewed a couple, the couple was goddamn liberal. That's how the shit's gonna be tomorrow.
Damn liberals, man. So Fox News is gonna be look how they try to make it seem like we.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, man. The all conservatives was distancing themselves from that shit.
They got a good idea. They go hey, we might need to shut down. But a lot of these conservatives do IVF.
Listen, conservatives distanced themselves from it immediately. They was all like, we don't know what's going on in Alabama. We definitely disagree with that shit.
You know the first thing I said? I was like, who the fuck is getting IVF in Alabama?
They can afford that shit down
there? Dog, I'm going to hell.
No, you are. And I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's terrible.
It's so fucking horrible, dog.
Yo, they gonna come for you, man, if we blow up. They come for you.
He doesn't care about women.
But yeah, man. So it's a non-starter, man. Ain't no point, because by the time we talk about it, we would have been retracting that shit next week anyway. So yeah, let's not even run to that. But
I do want to make this clear though, man. I think sometimes we need to relax when we hear about a state doing something. Look, y'all, we live in the United States of America. What Texas does and what a state like California does are two different things.
Yeah.
If you can't do something in Texas and you got to go to Oklahoma and drive or catch a bus or whatever to go get whatever done in Oklahoma, and I know that's a cost. I'll make that very clear. I know that's a cost. So you may have to budget or do whatever. But nonetheless, understand that in this country, there's still a way that you can get it done. There may be some inconvenience, but I don't want I don't want it to be because what was rampant around Instagram, and I'm assuming even Twitter, was IVF, because somebody even messaged me, one of my friends named Madison messaged me about the IVF thing. That's how I got it on my radar. This was on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Saying that, do you know that IVF now they're considering those unborn children?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the context.
Yeah.
Which means that she read a headline and that's how information is now passing that this is now gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hold on. It's Alabama. I don't think anybody was really Alabama's not the standard.
Yeah, Alabama's the black hole of America. If you was to list all states out and tell people where to go visit, Alabama is 50th.
I swear to God,
on that list.
I was like, IVF in Alabama? I know it's probably getting done, but it's just we're talking about, are we
less than 1%? Yeah.
Yeah, are we, is this what we're fighting about?
Yeah.
But then you read the more context, it's just yo, we need to just relax. I think whoever can afford IVF in Alabama could probably afford to just go to another state, get it done, and come back.
Because if you can afford IVF in general, like you can afford to. But again,
I know it's a cost.
Some people who are paying for it are scraping pennies together to make that shit.
Yeah, and I don't want to. And I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to give grace to what they're doing.
But hold on, because we do have to talk about some ripple effects from this, though. Just real quick, what will absolutely be a ripple effect is that this court ruling will absolutely raise the cost of IVF because insurance. You know, saying now you're liable for which. I mean, in reality, you should have always been liable for.
But they should have insurance, though.
Huh?
The businesses or companies should have insurance.
Yeah, but those costs always get passed down. If my insurance go up, now I got to charge more to offset that cost. You get what I'm saying? Like, so
we need to find out how that shit got destroyed. I don't even know how.
I mean,
what did you do as a lab to destroy this?
I mean, sometimes, bro, you got slippery fingers. Shit happens.
Okay, no.
What?
Too much money is being spent. You just be having slippery fingers.
I mean, I get that, but like
too much money to being spent for somebody just in three families can no longer have a child.
No, water could have been falling from an ACU and they could have slipped on it.
Too much money.
I get all of that, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. You can say too much money is being spent, but that doesn't mean it can't physically happen.
I don't know if that could be I would be pissed.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter what they say, dog. It doesn't matter if you say like a goddamn meteor hit the building. Yeah,
in a fire.
Like, bro, they don't.
I'm just curious. I just want to know how it happened.
Oh, okay.
Because if it was slippery fingers,
meet me outside, big dog.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Cam Newton or not, meet me outside.
There was a storm. There was electrical surge. And the fridge was down for 6 hours or something.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, for sure. Two small things before we get up out of here, though. Cam Newton. Today there was a video released from
you a dog.
Either a football camp, either yesterday. It had to be today.
They try my man Cam Newton. Man.
4 little 5'6", 150-pound dudes tried to jump Cam Newton.
And he wasn't even swinging on them.
Dog, let me tell you something. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with people. Hey, listen. First off, let me pause it for a second. Shout out to people who got all heart, because I ain't gonna cap. Dog, I don't care if I got 4 homies with me. I'm not helping y'all fight Cam Newton.
As a matter of fact, I'm telling y'all.
Dog, what is you doing?
If y'all swing on this, man, it's on you.
What is you doing? Dog, you gonna get beat. I'm not joining you, dog. Like in any capacity. Like I was telling.
I'm not about to fight any professional football player. Dog. And I don't even care what position that they held. It could be punter, kicker, long snapper. The reality is
probably jump a punter. But yeah, keep going.
The reality is, bro, a lot of these dudes are dogs.
Dog.
Like
I'm saying, Cam looked like he ain't one bit out of shape, and y'all fight.
He's still talking about put me back in the NFL.
6'5", dog. Like, bro,
230.
Boys was trying to jump and hit him. Like, what is you doing, dog?
Nigga hat did not fall,
bro.
That thing was still on his head.
Gang, he ain't at one point looked like he was struggling. It just looked like it was 4 of them, and he was trying to figure out.
One of them, he had like in a headlock picking them up. The other dude, he was stiff arming.
He was clearly not trying to hurt them. He was not fighting. He was being very defensive. So shout out to Cam for even remaining neutral in that situation, because I'd have been dropping elbows and knees all over the place.
You know why he was able to remain neutral? Because he a football player, and whatever y'all throwing at this dude was nothing.
Yeah, he better than me. Because remember I said I take it to the floor?
He practiced with Luke Kuechly. Like,
yeah,
come on, dude.
Yeah, man been hit. So I don't understand why y'all trying to pick a fight with Cam.
I forgot who it was, what linebacker. I remember the touchdown when he was like, "Oh, you've been watching film. You watching film?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this," and then scored a touchdown to McCaffrey. Dude jumps. It's literally Superman will jump. 6'6" dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just hitting him one side, him on the other side, and he land on his feet after doing a flip in the end zone.
Yeah. Then
celebrating dab and give a ball to a young white kid.
Bro.
You think your punch affect this dude? Like, come on,
I'm telling you, listen, I was walking down the strip on Las Vegas 1 in the mornings. I think it was Saturday morning. And Cam Newton was out there exercising, running down. And when he ran past me, Cam Newton is every bit of 6'5". That how they like, bro, when they list people on like, when they list people,
he really probably 6'6".
They always like overestimate, right? So when they say, yo, homie's 6'2", 6'3", and he's like a wide receiver, he probably about 6 foot 6'1". No, Cam is every bit of that 6'5", 250-pound frame that he's listed at, dog. That's a big dude. Okay.
He played quarterback.
Listen to me.
If you really want to punch one of y'all, that's a wrap.
Only way I'm taking a beating from Cam Newton is if he disrespect my mama.
You got to pay me.
Daughter.
A significant amount of money.
Sister. That is it. if he was the disrespect,
and it depends on what kind of disrespect. To be honest, it depends on what, because verbal disrespect will not get met with physical. Consequence.
Let me tell you something.
I'm just gonna be honest.
He can disrespect any one of y'all, and y'all just gonna have to take that shit. I'm not fighting, bro. I'm not fighting Cam Newton, dog. Like, y'all got it, gang. Like,
verbal disrespect will get matched with verbal disrespect.
Out of here, yeah. You washed, boy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But I am not fighting this boy. Get out of here, gang. Okay. All right. One last thing I want to talk about. So Tyler Perry dropped a movie this weekend on Netflix called Mea Culpa.
Damn, I have not seen it.
I know you haven't seen it, but can you think of the last Tyler Perry movie you've seen before I go on this?
Something.
It was a Madea movie?
Maybe, I think so.
Have you seen The Family That Prays?
No.
Okay. That was it's actually his best body of work and a really good movie. So you should go check that out. Okay, so you haven't seen any of his most recent joints. Okay. So at this point, I only watched.
I really liked his plays. I know that sounds weird, but
the plays were fire.
The bald dude that was funny, who had the light skinned daughter.
Yeah. It was actually his wife in real life.
Is that really his wife?
Yeah, it's his wife.
Man, me, my mom, my sister,
Samantha Brown, and
me, my mom, my sister, my family used to watch that all the time.
I forgot his name.
Used to watch that all the time on the weekends. Like it was like his
hilarious.
plays were
good and retrospective to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? So
Madea wouldn't be in a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
Madea actually wasn't in a lot of them.
The plays you saw?
Like, not in a lot of them, like, or wouldn't be like a main character.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't the main part. So, yeah, Madea was always the kind of comic relief in it.
They would talk about Madea and then.
Yeah. So, I say this to say this, man. At this point, me and Trish been only watching Tyler Perry movies, especially the last couple of ones, just because we know they're going to be bad, right? We're just watching to have, just to watch the ridiculousness of these Tyler Perry
negative
films.
Recap.
Well, yeah, yo, listen to me. I am telling you, at this point, man, Tyler Perry, like even his core audience is starting to recognize now. They're like, man, first off, he only got really one playbook. And I know boys been thinking for a long time that Tyler Perry, you know what I'm saying, might have a little sugar in his tank, you know, all that. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Yeah, we done had it all backwards. Somebody hurt Tyler. And it was a woman, bro, because this man got literally one playbook now. A black woman is in a difficult relationship. She does something that fucks that relationship up, and it does not end well for her. That's it. That's the only play he's been running in all of these last films, dog. In every single one. And I'm watching this. I'm all like, Tyler Perry might hate black women, dog. Like, he might not like women, bro. Because Jesus Christ, somebody hurt him. Because no way you running this same play in every single film. But that wasn't even my biggest gripe with it, right? Because if I'm going to keep it a buck, up until the very end, it wasn't that bad. Fairly decent, you know what I'm saying? But then the plot twists really got me. But what I want to talk about is there was an actor who starred in a Tyler Perry production, and he talked about how it was so strange for him because they were doing like one takes and then just keeping it moving. Like, you know, it's talking about they filmed the entire movie in like a week. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was all. I was all like, nah, man, listen, this dude got $1 billion company. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I necessarily believe that.
I bet you his production cost is low.
I'm saying it was probably some rare one-off that Tyler Perry just needed to meet the deadline for, and he had no time to really like cook it. You know what I'm saying? But then I watched this one, and this one got Kelly Rowland. It got that dude from Moonlight. I forgot his name.
Too much.
Listen.
Once you say Kelly Rowland, it's too much. I'm listening.
She did a pretty good job.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, and it had this
I just hate movies that just have like too many cameos of like.
But she was the main character.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, so she was the lead. It had a couple other people in there that were recognizable, not A-listers or necessarily even B-listers, but you know, you see them in other films. They're pretty good actors. Now, there's this one scene, okay, and as a future filmmaker who actually has a project coming up here shortly, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I won't say anything until I really got it like on the, like I might really start editing it, but I got a future project coming up. Dog, there's this moment where like, this is where I know that like Tyler Perry, like it's over for like he's just, at some point in time, he's going to have to step away. Cause there's this one scene, bro, where so he puts a mist filter on the lens, and like the point of a mist filter is it's supposed to give like this dreamy look. So like in the scene, he has her painting like some waves or whatever, right? And the point of that scene is supposed to, point of a misfilter is supposed to give like this. It's supposed to give like this look of like where the person is dreaming, you know what I'm saying? Where they're almost having like an out of body experience, right? So they're experiencing
like
it that way.
Themselves do something.
So it has like a cloudy look. It's got like little lens flares. You know, it gives the image of like a dream, dog. There's this point where like, and then in every one of these scenes where these things happen, eventually something snaps them back to reality, right? So that clears away.
It's a different lens.
It's a different, they're back to just regular lens, bro. Bro, once he snapped out of there was scenes they was cutting from where you could tell that it accidentally still got filmed with the mist filter and they didn't go back to fix that shit. It's clear as day that like, yo, okay, this person is no longer in this moment. It's not giving the effect that you wanted to give. And like, I know like researching and watching these techniques now, they're like, this shit is done. Like from this point forward, like you're no longer snapping that onto the lens. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, he really don't give a shit. Like he really just like, people gonna watch this. It don't fucking matter. And this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut this, slide this into Netflix, and we gonna make, you know what I'm saying, however many streams we need to.
I don't know what to believe about Tyler Perry, to be honest.
No, listen to me. I'm telling you, dog, it's no way that somebody sat down to edit that shit.
I'm just happy he went from being homeless to having this.
No, that's it. Shout out to him for that. Because there's no way a professional editor sat down, seen that shit, got a color grade, do all that, and didn't tell him, hey man, you know, like this shit still got the.
First off, why didn't Tyler Perry watch the project?
No, why didn't you watch it back on set
and watch it like even before?
And I'm saying that may not even be important to a lot of the audience, and I get it. You probably don't, but if you've seen it, go back and watch, man. There's a part where she breaks out of that moment, right? She's like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then in the next scene, they're still filming with it. And it's all like, bro, like you're not even supposed to have this filter on here no more, dog. It just lets me know that like, okay, no, for real, like Tyler Perry really be like not caring. Like he's just here to like run through this Joker, get his paper, get it put into some shit, and then he no longer care about the artistry or anything like that.
Maybe
at all,
the reason why I'm not really mad is because Tyler, like I don't view Tyler Perry as like, you know, elite status to me or somebody that I need to like, you know what I'm saying? He's like B-list, C-list as far as quality to me anyway. Like, but there was a point when he was on the up and up. Like he made Day Little Girl, A Family That Prays. All of those For Color Girls, all those were they ain't winning no Oscars, but they were really good productions and really good movies with really good storylines, dog. Like, and then I don't know, man. I guess he just realized that like, hey, quantity is better than quality. And like, dog, when I seen it, I was just like, where he's at, he's probably not lying.
I'm saying for the production and how it was presented to Netflix though, right? Like you talking like this a Netflix movie. To see that, it's just like, gang, like, bro, like you, like, are you not afraid that like they gonna say something? But then I think about the core audience, I'm like, they probably don't care. You know what I'm saying? They probably know they're like, hey, this gonna get watched regardless.
They're gonna watch it.
So, all right. Okay. With all that being said, though, man, if you made it this far, we appreciate y'all for kicking it with us this week. Make sure you can click that like,
comment.
Damn, 2 seconds late. And subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tell your mama, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, uncle, somebody getting an IVF, maybe somebody going through it too. You know, make sure you tell anybody. Anybody need to hear this episode, let them know what's up. With all that being said, man, we're gonna go and get out of here. Until next time.